Oh yeah!
My name's Tori Franklin, two-time Olympian and tantric practitioner. This is Colin, holistic healer and yoga teacher. And we bought a wellness center in the Dominican Republic. We're just two best friends who wanted to make a difference in the world through play, movement, Dominican adventures, and everything in between. Join our journey with our nonprofit, the land, and general shenanigans. Welcome.
First, this is where the Shala is going, the back part of our property, surrounded by dozens of fruit trees. Thanks to the generous donations on our GoFundMe, we got all the supplies we needed, rebar rods, 20 bags of concrete, which they prop up on cinder blocks to keep them dry in the rain. We don't want a giant blob of cement outside of the casita. We got it all from local hardware stores with local workers. This guy is 65 years old, hauling 100-pound bags of cement like it's nothing. He's been working to put his kids through school. He's got 2 lawyers, a doctor, and an accountant. Super inspiring. Next, we got sand delivered. Shout out to one of our neighbors with his motorcycle truck, Macho. He brought 8 truck beds of sand, which we'll use later to make the columns. I really love that everything here is community. No matter what you need done, there's someone in the neighborhood who knows how to do it. And I get to go for rides on the motorcycle truck. It's pretty cool. While the supplies are being delivered, the construction crew is measuring out the space, marking out exactly where they will need to dig to build the 8 cement columns. Meanwhile, Tori and I are learning more about all the abundance our new land has to offer.
So we just found out from Rudy, our groundskeeper, that we have goldenberry. If I eat it like this, I will be poisoned. But when it's ripe, it can be used for chutneys and teas and pies, all types of things. Goldenberry.
It's time to start digging. I don't know how these guys do it. They work 8 hours a day, no breaks, barely stop for water, digging these deep holes by hand. And this soil is rocky. It is not easy to work with, but they never quit. They always have smiles on their faces, and they work really fast. It took them about 2 days to dig 8 holes by hand.
I gotta see if this hole's deep enough. Get my Shala boof on. Let me see, that like 6 feet. 6 feet wide, 6 feet deep. That's when your day's over. How does one exit such a hole? Hey.
How'd it feel?
Like I got a lot of work to do on my lunch break. Gotta get it done before the sun's down and the yellow spotted lizards start coming around.
Okay. We ran into an obstacle with one of the holes. This is about a 100-pound stone that we had to remove. We don't have video evidence because Tori failed as a camera woman, but I was the one who hopped in there and deadlifted that stone out of there, and it turned into a bit of a competition.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Unsurprisingly, Rudy does it very easily, and seeing everyone taking their turn, his uncle Nino has to try too. Nino is the construction crew chief. He's 67 years old, and you can see Rudy telling him to be careful for his low back. But manual labor keeps you young and strong, and he picks this stone up like it's nothing. That brings us to Tori.
Yo soy Rudy. Oh, God. I can't do it like that.
And you got to get it tight to your chest. And with that, everyone was able to do it. We even saved the stone in case you want to test your strength when you come down to visit. Workplace safety is not much of a thing here. So there's no gloves or goggles. There's barely even shoes most of the time, but no one ever seems to have much of an issue. They're cutting and bending the rebar rods to make the frames for the columns. The columns will be 9 feet tall with the first foot buried under the ground, so they'll extend 8 feet up, and that will be the foundation that the wood, roof beams, and khana will sit on. This is the result of all that cutting and bending, the foundation for the column. We're trying to do the construction with as little damage to the land as possible. That's why we chose this big empty space, but we did have to do a little bit of tree trimming. That's a mango tree, and yes, we did ask her permission, and she gave her blessing to build the Shala here. We're putting the foundation into the ground, getting them securely fastened, making sure they're all level and straight and in line again. And now it's time to start mixing the cement. That's Myra in the background. She's been helping us coordinate the build, translate for us because our Spanish is still a work in progress, and just overall helping us get settled into life here. She's been great, and we can't thank her enough. They worked quickly to fill the holes. We waited 2 days for the cement to dry, and now it's time to build the columns themselves. They cut a giant PVC pipe in half, put that around those rebar frames, and then it's just a good old-fashioned assembly line. Repeat the process until the tube is full, wait 2 days for the cement to dry, remove the PVC pipe, and we have our columns. There's just a little bit of work left to finish it and paint it, but the columns are basically done. Building the columns took about 10 days, mostly just because we had to keep waiting for the cement to dry at every step of the process, but we couldn't be happier with the result. I hope you join Tori for her dance break and that you come back for part 2 where we build the roof and floor. It's going to be beautiful.